Good morning. Welcome back. It's day 2 out here. Martin's already breaking down camp. I'm sleeping in, man. I had the weirdest night of sleep last night. I think I went to bed too early. Wasn't tired enough. Woke up at 3:30. Kind of cold. Built me a fire. Hung out by the fire. Got warm and then went back to bed. And now that the sun's out and it's warm, it feels so dang good right here.
This is like how it should have been last night.
I know.
I was pretty good, but I had rocks and I was on a slight incline, so I couldn't like ever get comfortable.
Yeah, this new sleeping bag did okay, but I'm not gonna lie, with a little bit of a breeze, underneath was kind of cold, so anything that was on the bottom of the hammock was kind of chilly. I need one of those under blankets that you can wrap around one of these things. But it's day 2 out here. We spent yesterday hiking in and doing some shed hunting. 4 sheds yesterday.
Yeah, 4 keepers.
4 keeper sheds to camp. Martin got some good ones. Mine are pretty poverty. Martin's good ones are right there. If you missed yesterday's video, go back and check that out and start fresh. But for day 2, we're gonna break down camp, eat a little something, and go hit it. And then we have to bomb out of here and head back to the truck. So let's go. I just checked the OnX app. We are just about 3 hours into the hike. It's 11 a.m. We're just under 3 miles and no shed has been found. We have a beast of a hike out of here. We dropped a lot of elevation to begin with, so we have a lot of elevation to climb to get out. And from what I've heard from Martin, he hasn't found anything either. So we are banking on these last 2 draws to produce something. If not, we still had a good time, but that was a lot of work for just a couple sheds. So plenty of elk track, elk sign, elk beds, but look how thick it is now. It's hot and I could tell it's definitely slowing me down. So we'll just keep this elevation, kind of slowly climbing elevation, traversing side hill on it, glassing the opposite side of the canyon, and fingers crossed we can find something. We seem to be doing better up in the steep stuff anyway, so that's kind of why we headed up this way. Well, I just made a good decision. You see behind me, if that adjusts, there's kind of a game trail right here, and I was thinking, man, if anybody's walked on this hill, what? No kidding. Back to what I was saying, if anybody's walked on this hill and found this game trail, you'd think they'd have to walk it. It's just pounded with elk tracks. Got to right where I'm standing. Boom, elk shed. Looks like a nice brown. I'm standing here talking to you guys on the camera. Look down there. Boom. Another one. Finally, a brown and what looks to be a white with like a dropper G1. Dang, look at the spider webs around that thing. Holy smokes. Getting bleached out, sitting in the sun like that. That other one's down there in that thick green. Looks like it's busted after the 3rd. So we'll do a pickup and heck, finally up on the slopes, guys. This is where we need to spend our time, obviously. Alright. It's the nice brown. Slick 5. Dang, the bugs have gotten bad. Look how dark it is on that outside, and then on the inside, see it's starting to bleach out. The thing is, it's so hot to the touch just sitting here in the sun getting fried away. But a nice little white burr, nice little brown keeper. I'm gonna go down there and get the other one and drag it up here to show you guys. There it is. Look at that slammer. Just a chalk, but that's kind of what I saw is that G1 going down. So 1 keeper and 1 that's not. Now it's a tree shed, but look at that one. Feels good to get a brown. I needed that. Get some motivation and really start picking this ridge apart now.
Well, walking this super tore up kind of a west facing hillside. I don't have any sheds today. Eric just found a 5-point, he said, and I think I see one. I don't know. I just figured I'd start filming now in case it was. Looks like it's got the shape. Yes, it is. Brown, looks like a 5-point, tines down. Awesome. Not a giant, but right here off of this trail. Got my pack on after eating lunch. Eric finds one. 20 minutes later, I find one. Right on. Not nearly the color. That's 3 browns on the trip for me, and Eric just snagged himself one. Let's keep heading up and see what else we can find.
Decided to keep this water bottle just for the convenience of it, that it fits in my cargo pocket. So guys, they got the trail packs back online and the tubs now. Both of them sold out. Both of them had sold out while we were doing the truck promotion, but they're back in stock, and it's not a flavor that was just gonna, it's not like just a promotional flavor that was gonna be around during the truck giveaway. The lemonade is a forever flavor on the Mountain Ops website. Honestly, it's my new favorite flavor. This and the sea flavor, when they did the guess the flavor thing. The rocket popsicle is up there with the lemonade. They're both pretty dang good. So I'm gonna pound some of this, get a little boost of energy. Been sweating a lot more than the last trip out here. It's so hard not to just drink it all. It tastes so good. Decided to sit down on this rock outcropping right here, which oddly enough, when I made that decision to just drop in, there's a chalk antler right there. Pulled up my binoculars because I wanted to glass this ridge, and about 1 minute in, I found a nice big white 6-point. It's a right side, big old royal. It's either a busted or chewed off third. I can't tell, man. I'm really hoping that it's in good shape and not too old. Let me kind of show you where it's at. So this little ridge that's running right here, I can see a lot of openings in it, so I decided to sit in glass. And right above this green tree in front of me, there's a shed on the next ridge over there, so we'll have to go get that. It's always fun when you can glass them, man. I love glassing sheds, and surprisingly, as thick as this stuff is, as many as we've been able to glass is pretty impressive. I'm actually surprised we haven't just stumbled onto more.
Sweet, I am on the board with a nice brown, looks like a 6-point. I was on the radio with Eric, and he's like, dude, I'm cleaning up all the ones you're missing down low. And he just found a nice one, so I was talking to him back and forth, and then walked right up on to that. I was like, Eric, I think I'm gonna just stay up here with the brown ones. And he's like, no, I think they're down here. And then I said, well, that's funny because I'm looking at one. He got all pumped. So glad to see we're both getting into them, high and low. Tines down, looks like he has some good fronts. Average third, then a cool back end. All right. Yeah. Nice full. Gosh, it almost looks identical to the big one I found yesterday, with the way his royal is about the same height as his 5th. And then right here kind of shoots up higher, big back end. This guy's got a little bit different fronts though, so I'm sure it's a different bull. Quite a ways away from each other, but nice. Kind of white bleached on that end, still brown on this end. Can we find a set? We never find sets up here, so it would be fantastic if one of us at least could find a nice set. All right, finally made it back to the pack. Went to load it, and I'm looking at the shed I found last night and the shed I just found. I'm like, holy cow, they almost look like a set, but there's just no way. We're so far away from where I was the other day. But I mean, look at that. And I said when I picked it up, they're real similar. They got low thirds. Only thing that's different is the bases on them are close in size, but a little bit different in shape. And this guy has the devil tine. This guy doesn't. This guy's third is a tad bit longer than this guy's. But that high back end with a big back, royal the same height as the 5th, is really hard to say and throwing me off. If it is, that is unreal. Coincidence though, and they're just really similar genes. Go ahead and let us know in the comments though what you guys think. And then when I get over to Sensei Chesser, as he calls himself, we'll ask him because he'll probably be able to tell. But pretty cool even if they're not.
I know it's right around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. First glance, it's in pretty good condition. Let's see. It's not last year's. Yeah, it's chalk, dang it. Come on. Chalk. No. I'm down here finding chalks. Martin's up above me, scooping browns. Dang it. Just what we want, just not new enough. When you see one that's like tucked in the brush and very, very hidden, it makes you wonder, that must be a chalk that nobody's found, and you just want to believe otherwise, but leaving it behind, guys. Some of you guys will call me crazy, but I'm telling you, we have a death hike out of here, and that thing will just slow me down. Here comes Martin with all the browns. Now we're just gonna meet up for a rest, regroup, make a plan on what to hit and how to get out of here. Look at him.
Some shade finally.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that side's hot over there.
$1 million question, is it a set? I know Martin put them together for a while. This is my first time seeing them together. And if you were to pick them up right next to each other, you wouldn't question anything. They freaking feel like a set. I don't know, man. Like this one's got more round and like deeper beads around it, bigger than this one. I don't think you can get, if it's not a set, I don't think you can get two bulls that look more similar.
And a right and left side.
Yeah. Like look at the back end.
That 5th to Royal to 5th area is what throws you off a ton. Cause that's
It's
just
got the same, like it grows high, then the 5th is higher than the Royal.
Yeah, good whale tail.
Dude, I think you might have a set. What do you really think?
The pedicle burr that being a slightly different really makes me think just a similar gene.
They look pretty dang similar there, don't they?
Yeah,
That's a
same size.
That's gotta be a set. Don't you think? I mean, look at that now. That kind of gives it, the angle I had before is different, but that kind of makes me think it's a set. Martin, look at that.
Yeah, pretty dang close.
Pretty dang close.
Doing a line distance here on OnX maps, what that allows you to do is pinpoint a spot and multiple spots, and it'll draw a straight line connecting those dots, let you know how far it is. Between this set, it's 1.5 miles as the crow flies, so pretty dang crazy to be able to see just how far these bulls can actually pack one side around. That probably explains why we don't find a lot of matches up here. But yeah, 1.5 miles as the crow flies, so that bull carried it probably a solid 2 miles, counting out the ups and downs. But that's just another cool feature you can do on OnX. Eric and I have been using that a lot to pinpoint how far away we are from certain objects, certain ridge lines, just to help communicate where we are and also track where our sheds are.
Well, time is running out because we have such a long hike out of here, but just gonna meet up with Martin and try to confirm what I glassed across the canyon. Looks like an antler. It's a dang long ways away. Not sure if I'm motivated to go get it, especially since it's not confirmed, but we're gonna sit here and talk about it. You see it yet?
I don't know if I see it. There's one thing that looks like a small antler.
Okay, it's kind of hidden by this bush.
Okay.
See that dead tree kind of right through it?
Yeah, so it's down from that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure this out, guys. It looks suspect, but I can't confirm.
What is it, like 6 miles?
Yeah, probably from here.
not like what we had last time.
Not quite. We're gonna start our hike out of here. There's one big push ahead of us, and then it's just a long ways of kind of like up and down, and I've got a shed glassed over there. The one we thought was a shed is not, but I kept glassing and found one even further away, and at this point it's looking like that thing's just gonna stay there. Kind of a bummer, but it doesn't look real big. So, and I'm not motivated to go get it. There's not much time to go do so. So here we go, hiking out. Found us a horny toad friend. Little guy. Out of nowhere he ran out from under me and I thought it was a mouse. Just a little horny toad. We've seen lizards, horny toads, snakes. See about 3 miles of trees to the truck too. I see right now. We made it. That death hike was longer than the last one, but as you can see, I have a lot less weight on my pack. So I'd say it was a good trip. It was fun sleeping down there, learning new country. Wasn't as good as the first trip, for me anyways. Martin did well with the big Fort Browns and the big set. We got more knowledge out of it, had a good time. We were scheduled to do 4 days. I don't know how Martin feels. He's probably more motivated than me, but I'm almost thinking we might just call it a day after today. Kind of sucks. I don't know. We'll talk about it, but if we do end the day, let's kind of see the track. If we do end the series, we walked. Today was not much for distance. Neither of these days are, just because where we're at. So I did 9 miles today. Average with everything since the moment I started filming, tracking this morning is 0.8 miles per hour. 11 hours of hiking time. Just another day learning and figuring this place out, and more knowledge for next year. But if you guys need the OnXhunt map, again, you can use our discount code. You get 20% off for the app and the in-app purchases. But man, I'd highly recommend this thing. You can use it state to state if you're going to get it, and if you do travel or hunt out of state, I would recommend buying the all state, or you can just buy it per state. But definitely a handy tool. It's really helped us not only e-scout when we're at home, it's a really helpful tool while you're out here in the wilderness. So check it out. The link is in the description box. And thanks again for watching another shed video. Shed season is going to have to wind down soon, because Martin and I have some big bucks to find, and it's time to scout, and it's really time to start shooting our bows and setting trail cameras. So this won't be the last shed trip of the year, but I'll tell you what, it's going to slow down here pretty quick. Thanks, guys. Brown, hard white, stomper. Look at the tine length. And honestly, this would have never made the cut last trip, but it's the 3rd best antler I found.